Hey, this is Alta Sierra Math 7, a lesson on distributive property. So we're looking here at distributing, which really means we're going to take something and we're going to combine it with other things here. So for example, in an example here, if I multiply A and B, I'm going to distribute it. I'm going to add it or combine it with A and B, and I do that by multiplying. So I do A times B, which becomes AB, and then I do A times positive C, which becomes a plus AC. I can also do it with a negative number, like a negative c there, by multiplying a and b together to get ab, and then a times c is still ac, but it's a positive times a negative, so it becomes a negative ac, like so. So use these as your example here, and let's do some of these together. So to distribute the 4 with the x and the 5, I'm going to do 4 times x. I'm going to write it out like this for you just to see here. So this is 4 times x, and then I'm going to add to it 4 times 5. Now again, as you do this more, you're not going to write this out like that. That would take a long time. So 4 times x is simply 4x, and then 4 times 5 is simply 20, and so I get 4x plus 20. If I have a negative number in front, I would do a negative 9 times x, I mean like negative 9 times x, and then we're going to add a negative 9 times a positive 1. Negative 9 times x is negative 9x, and then negative 9 times 1 is negative 9. So I could write add negative 9 or just simply subtract 9. Either way works, that's just the same. On the next one, a negative 7 times a negative 2 becomes a positive 14x, and a negative 7 times a 3 becomes a negative 21. So you can see in this one, I just skipped the intermediate step of showing you how those are combining, and I just multiplied it and wrote down the solution there. In this one, even though it's on the back side, it's the same idea. I'm doing 3 times a negative 2x, and then I can do a 3 times a negative 5 to go there, and this becomes 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and keep the x there. And negative 3 times negative 5 is a minus 15, and that's what we have there. On the next one, a negative 8 times a negative 2 becomes a positive 16, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Then a negative 8 times a negative 8x is a positive 64x. And here, one last one as an example, I do negative 4 times 3x, and then we can do a negative 4 times a negative 6. Negative 4 times 3x is going to give you a negative 12x, and negative 4 times negative 6 is a plus 24. And it writes out like that. Okay, so those are your examples there for distributive property. Here's some that are going to be for your turn. Okay, and it says pay attention to positive and negatives here. So I'm just going to do a few, and then that'll get you going here. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 4 is plus 12. Alright, moving over here. Negative 3 times negative 6 is a positive 18, and negative 3 times a negative 4 is a positive 12x. Alright, looking over here, 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times negative 7 is negative 42. We keep the x there with it. And another one here, 8 times negative 3 is negative 24x, keep the x there, and then 8 times 5 is plus 40. So there's some samples there for you. Hope that helps you out. You can do the rest on your own. Have a great day.